So hello guys, this is Ashutosh, your host, and I welcome you all in this new tutorial video of power electronics. So today I have presented over here the circuit of buck converter. It is also called DC-DC converter and also known as choppers. So guys, here we have a look at the step down chopper. I have prepared the circuit diagram, drawn and constructed the circuit diagram over here using PSIM software. And here this is called step down or buck converter, step down chopper or buck converter, and it reduces the input DC voltage to a specified DC output voltage. So basically guys, a typical buck converter is shown below. As you can see here, the circuit diagram consists of this is input DC supply voltage, and we have named it VDC, and the value of amplitude we have filled here 100 volt. So 100 volt DC supply is there. Okay, then we have connected voltage measurement probe here and named it V input for measurement of input. Then connected a current probe, it will measure the input current, and it uses IGBT switches. Okay, whether we can use MOSFET, thyristor or IGBT. So we have selected here IGBT switch. Then the gate control is connected from on-off controller. As you can see, this is IGBT. So we have named this IGBT. Okay, this is IGBT, and then the gate point is connected with the on-off controller. This is on-off controller, you can name it on-off controller, and the on-off controller is connected through this square wave generator or square wave supply, where we have we have kept the frequency 1000 Hz or 1 kilohertz, and the duty cycle, basically duty cycle of step down choppers or converter is lies between 0 to 1. So we have kept the duty cycle, we have selected 0.5. So guys, the duty cycle is 0.5, and the waveform you can see of this square wave generator by directly going to the run simulation V square, and this will produce this kind of output. So this is basically a square wave generator, and it is operating at 1000 Hz frequency, and duty cycle is 0.5. So this is the waveform of that. And so this part is the main, this is our main switch IGBT, and we have connected voltage probe. Then comes guys a diode. Second switch is diode. Basically the input voltage source is connected to controllable solid state device which operates as a switch. So this is our first switch, and diode is our second switch. Okay guys, and we have connected, this is the diode, we have named it diode. Then we have connected a current probe in series with this diode in order to measure diode current. You can see here I diode, it will measure diode current. Then inductor is there, this is inductor of 0.02 Henry, and inductor current will be measured by this series ammeter or current probe. Here we have connected. Then capacitor is connected here in parallel of this load, resistive load, and the capacitance 0.0001 farad. Then voltage probe is connected, current probe is connected, and then finally resistive load is connected of 5 ohm. This is the resistive load, and we can measure the voltage output and current output. This is current probe for measurement of output current, and this is current probe for measurement of capacitive current. So you can see here, this is the basic construction diagram, circuit diagram of DC to DC converter. And guys, what happens actually, we can use power MOSFET and IGBT because both are turned off by simply having the voltage between the gate and source terminal of a power MOSFET or the gate and collector terminal of the IGBT go to 0. Basically, the second switch is used as diode. You can see this is the diode, and diode are connected to a low pass LC filters. So basically guys, these capacitors and inductors are basically filters, and these are designed to reduce the current and voltage ripples, and the load is purely resistive load. So now we will see, and basically we will see the function of this square wave generator. Basically the control switch, this is the controller of this switch. So how it controls? The control switch is turned off and turned on by using pulse width modulation. Okay, as you saw the waveform. So PWM can be time based or frequency based. So frequency based modulation has disadvantages like a wide range of frequencies to achieve the desired control of the switch, which in turn will give the desired output voltage. So this leads a complicated design for a low pass filter, LC filter, which would be required to handle a large range of frequencies. So time based modulation is mostly used for DC-DC converter. It is simple to construct and use, and the frequency remains constant in this type of PWM modulation. So basically this was all about the construction diagram. Now we will discuss about the operation of this working and operation of this buck converter. So now we will discuss about the working principle and concept of this step down chopper. Now what happens, we will directly go to our PowerPoint presentation. So guys, this is basically the circuit diagram of step down buck converter, and okay, it uses switch mode power supply. Basically you can see here, this is the control switch and this is the IGBT or MOSFET you can select as a switch. This is the diode, okay, and these are the LC filters and inductor and capacitor, and basically capacitor is connected in parallel with the load where we have used purely resistive load, and this is the input DC supply voltage. So what happens basically during this buck converter operates during two modes. First mode is called on period. On period is, this is T on, when this switch is on, and what happens when this switch will be on, the current will be supplied by this supply source, and current will flow through this inductor, and this inductor stores energy. As you know, it stores energy in the form of electromagnetic energy. Okay, then current flows through this resistive load and back to the source. Okay, this is the case when chopper is on and switch is short circuited or switch is on. So basically what happens, and the capacitor partially supplies the current or passes the current. Okay, so basically current will be passed through these two elements, and current is, and what is the voltage across the capacitance in steady state is equal to the output voltage basically. So these are the waveforms. Output voltage DC, this is the on period and this is the off period. As you can see in the waveform, this is also on period and this is off period. So basically output voltage will be there across output during T on time. Okay, and then what happens, inductor, inductive current rises. Basically what happens, inductive current rises, and from minimum to maximum, up to minimum to maximum during this T on period. And whenever this switch is turned off, means when chopper is off, this current, as you can see in the second slide, when the switch is off, then no current flows through this, then this inductor which has already stored the energy, releases its energy through this capacitor and resistive load, and now current will complete its path through this diode. Then current will flow like this, and initially the inductor stores energy, induces EMF, and the polarity of EMF becomes like this: plus sign is at left and minus at right, and current rises from minimum point to maximum point during the charging of inductor, and whenever the switch is off, it reverses its polarity in order to supply or pass the current in the same direction. So this reverses its polarity, and now the left side point becomes negative and right side point, as you can see, becomes positive, so that current can maintain the supply through this inductor. And what happens, the current will complete its cycle, its path through this. It will pass through this resistive load and also through this capacitor. Some part of current will pass through this capacitor, and it is completed through this diode, because this becomes forward biased, and therefore this forward bias diodes is short circuited, and then current is the closed path of current is this, becomes this. So basically what happens, so this is the there is two mode of operation. So we define the time period T equal to basically T on plus T off. Okay, T on, and what is the duty cycle? And duty cycle is called T on upon T. So now what happens, actually the inductor current is continuous, and we can set the shape of current. We can by setting the value of this inductor. This is made possible by selecting an appropriate value of inductor. An inductor current in steady state rises from a value with a positive slope to a maximum value during the on state, as you can see here, then drops back down. Current increases, inductor current increases. Okay, this is the current, inductor current increases during T on time. Then during T of time, it drops from maximum to minimum. This is, and again T on period, this is rising, and again T of period, this is dropping. And guys, diode current is reverse biased during T on time. As you can see here, no voltage, no current will flow through this, and when the chopper is off or during T of time, there will be some current. Okay, this will be the current during through this diode. Okay, so basically what happens, when switch is off, diode is on. Diode is on, and the energy stored in the inductor is released. As you can see from here, the energy stored in inductor, from here it is released and ultimately dissipated in the load resistance, and this helps to maintain the flow of current through the load. But analysis, we keep the original conventions. Now what happens in the waveform, as you can see here, this is the current and this is diode current. Okay, and this is the input current during T on time. This is the input current during off time. Okay, you can see here, and this is the capacitor current. This is the charging current of capacitor, charging and discharging of capacitor. Okay, so now we will look the waveforms. Okay guys, now we will check out the waveforms, whether what are the shape of output current, and this is the inductor current. Okay, as you can see, this is the charging period and this is the discharging period. During T on time, the current rises from minimum to maximum, and again during T of time, the current decreases from maximum to minimum. And this is the capacitor current. As you can see, this is the charging of capacitor, charging current, and this is the discharging current through capacitor, and this is the diode. As you can see, diode, whenever chopper is off, diode current flows. So during off period, this is the off period, as you can see here. So this is the off period. For measurement I am using axis. Okay, so you can see here, this is the off period and this is the on period. Okay, I am putting the axis from here. This is the on period and this is the off period. So in this off period the diode current flows and it flows like this, the shape.